I hope you're well. Welcome to my channel. So this is where I talk about twin flame process. This is going to be a reading for the full moon, which is tomorrow morning at 9:01 in the UK. It's on a Gemini Cancer cusp. It's moving very quickly from Gemini, where we are today, into Cancer, which is on the Monday. So it's kind of right on the cusp, I think. Although I haven't looked exactly, but you know, it's near enough to be at that juncture, the full moon. And before I start the reading, I just wanted to say a couple of things. So firstly, obviously, if anybody wants to get a personal reading, you can do that by going to my website, and the link to the website is in the description box below. And then also to say three things I've got to say. The other is I didn't do the monthlies for December because I've just been busy doing something very important to do with my own process. And I will be getting back to them, I'm not sure when. I just don't have time to fit them in right now. And I don't think I'm meant to be doing them either right now, obviously. And then the other thing is that I used to spend a lot of, I used to share quite a lot of information about my own process, which I haven't been doing probably for the last year. And there's a reason for that as well. And I am going to, at some point pretty soon, I think, be sharing on my own process. There's been a lot going on that's very magical in terms of manifestation and fake reality that I've been coming to understand. So, and I will be sharing what I've experienced at some point, but I can't do it yet. I've still got to wait to do that. So just to say those things. Right, so let's get on with the reading, which is for right now as we go through the dual energy. They're saying Gemini, the twins, so that's for us, right? Into Cancer, which is the showing the crowned masculine and as a lion, so courage, heartfelt courage, they're saying in Cancer, which is basically they just said something about outwitting negative energy. So as we're in Gemini, which is a duality, and they're showing me two twins facing each other, and somehow we are going to be like, they're showing like a slalom, ski slope slalom, you know, where they go through the little things sticking in the snow, outwitting what it is that would take us into fear or hold us back from our feeling good. So I feel as we come into this moon, today or tomorrow, your experience will be guided to be one of complete and utter relaxation. And they're saying abandonment of duty and responsibilities, and not for very long. I mean, literally today, Saturday, it's already the afternoon. So that's maybe when it all stops with your work, and then through Sunday, and then we pass the moon point in the morning. So by the end of Sunday, we're out of this energy. But as we go into it, it's very much about just taking time off and celebrating what is to come. So putting yourself in a position in the physical world where you are in the state you will be in when your twin returns. So that celebration that you'll have when you reach the final hurdle of the reunion, and the sense of joy and accomplishment that you are through the slalom of the downhill of the coming out of your process, will be the thorough rejoicing of where you get to when the light fully comes back, they're saying. So when the light fully comes back is when you have the return of the king, they're saying, the return of your twin, the return of the king, which is the masculine. Again, they're showing me that image of the lion with a crown on this on the side of a can of Tate and Lyle's golden syrup. I think it's also on some kind of Royal Mail stamp or something. It's like a British lion. Is it on the crest, the Queen's crest, or the royal crest? Could be. So the return of the Lion King in okay, they just said Leo. So Cancer through to Leo, and we have return of the masculine energy coming along in that after the moon. And that's what the coming into the light, full light is. It's when the return has been completed. So it's just a feeling of ease and accomplishment and release from whatever it is that you've gone through. That is a very doubtful experience of will he or won't he, will she or won't he, is it or isn't it? Because as we are in a human egoic state, we are dualistic, right? Twins are dualistic, the Gemini, but our experience is dualistic, as in we are vibration and we are matter, we are ego and we are higher self. So we are pure and clear understanding of what is real that can't be seen from the physical eye, but we are also in a position where, first and foremost, we are not able to see that which is not real, because we have to get over the human experience. Basically, we have to come to terms with what we truly are. They're saying, so that's what twins are about, right? It's about coming to terms with the fact that you're not really real. You're not really physical at all. Your vibration appearing as matter. Okay, so let's get the cards out. So there's something coming to terms at this moon, as saying it's coming to terms with. Gemini is logic, mental, rational. They're saying puritanical, so I guess it just wants to think, right? It's quite egoic as a sign. It wants to, it's a sign that feels that it can outwit. Oh, they said that earlier with the slalom, that it can outwit life, so that it can cleverly maneuver itself around any obstacle. Which is one aspect, right, of ego. So it's that thought process that allows you to kind of transform your life, which feels very valuable as you're a human. However, no matter how rational, logical you are in that process of using your ego to like get where you want to go, what interferes with it is destiny and where you're meant to go and how you're meant to get there as well. And in that there's let go, right? So what we're presented with in Gemini for twin flames at this full moon is the absence of ego through logic and rationale. So it's a letting go mentally of how do I get from A to B. So like a life, like maybe you're living in a place and you don't want to be there in your human experience, you want to be somewhere else. So the Gemini would be, well, how do I achieve that? However, higher self, vibration, will only let you go in a certain direction to get where you're going, because you've got a destined path. So it's the coming to do together in the full moon, in the bringing that into light. So it's like the Gemini energy of the mind saying, oh, okay, I see now that I can't completely control my direction and I've just got to go with the flow and let go. And when you say that in a Gemini, then it's like you down tools, right? And you just go and relax, because that's how you manifest. So how you manifest the next thing in your life is by letting go of what it is that you feel you have to do to get to that next thing. So whatever plans that you're making or have been making, say earlier in the week, about how you move along in your life and what you do next, it's literally like just putting it to the side and there's no right or wrong in it, okay? Because you're always guided into like specific action, specific thought, aha moments around, where you need to go, what you need to buy, what you need to do. But right now, it's not about that. It's about that goes to the side, and the valuable resource is the let go. So the mind is directed to light entertainment, they're saying, whatever it is that floats your boat in terms of how you relax, functional relaxation, they're saying. So it could be, reading a book, watching a movie, could be going for a walk, taking a nap, whatever it is that is going to make you feel best, basically. And it's not about thinking about whatever it is, you'll be guided into it. So you'll be suddenly like, right, put that down, let's put it away, whatever work it is, you're not doing that today, and you're going to go and do this instead, because there's more coming from doing the relaxation thing, the having fun thing, than there is from doing any work. The work is the planning and projecting into what you want. Like one of the things I'll tell you they've been getting me to do is look at houses all over the country to see what houses I like. Not that I'm necessarily moving into any of them, but just to decide how I want my house to look, how I want the layout, how I want the driveway, what kind of road I want to be on, what kind of town I want to be in, or whatever, all that kind of stuff. So that's the projection, right, that you do the work, and then it comes in the relaxation. So you would then go in a period of relaxation, which is they're saying is coming now, and then the next time they tell you to get on with your work, you're probably going to look online and see the exact house that you want, and it's available at the price that you've got to pay and all that kind of thing, because they bring it to you after the relaxation. So we're going from work to relaxation, and then something coming from that. And that's where they're saying it's crossing over into the masculine. So as the masculine comes back, it's also because of the relaxation that you've gone into. Because if one of the things that you're expecting or believing or knowing or feeling, the truth is that they're coming back, but it hasn't manifested yet, you have to go through as many portals of relaxation as it takes for the energy to transfer to the twin, that is the masculine, for them to receive the right impulse to then come back. So it's always a relaxation that affects the return of the twin, right? And it's particularly as we're going from a Gemini, twins, face off, down tools, relax, and then it's going into the masculine as the heart of the lion, which is courage, retrospective. When they've got that, if you want to look at that Tate and Lyle you'll see the lion is looking backwards, right? It's like being pulled through a storm backwards. So it's retrospective, somehow they're saying. Really, I just had to stop, because as they're saying it, I've got this picture and it's called Reprieve. It's quite a dark picture on my wall, a piece of art. It's called Reprieve, and the man is literally being pulled backwards through a storm over a barrel. Anyway, so it's kind of like that. The lion is kind of like, it's like a bolt of lightning, and the lion is thrust backwards. It's going backwards, right, to where they've got to go, whether they want to go or not. So that's how the return happens. It's like a bolt of lightning that just breaks the barrier. It breaks the barrier through from vibration to manifestation. Courage is all it takes, because the ego is being put away, right, in Gemini. The ego is down tools because we're not thinking anymore. The feminine's going to the relaxation. Cancer is all bubble baths and soft music and complete and utter emotional fluidity, and then courage, and then it's pushing. It's like a bomb through the heart of the Lion King, and as he moves into Leo. Again, I don't know if Return of the King always happens in Leo, does it? I don't know. It would be interesting, wouldn't it, to know if it's always going to be a Leo moon when the masculine returns. It would make sense if it was, because it is about courage and action and fire, and and also the glory of what is the thing that you want the most. That's very Leo, which I guess will be Monday, Tuesday, I don't know. Right, cards, let's have a look. The World, completion. Star is healing. That's the bath that we take in Cancer, I guess. So completion in Gemini, healing in Cancer, timing, the Wheel of Fortune, time for something to come around, come back. Very Gemini, the Wheel of Fortune, because it's got the two characters at the bottom there. They see they're robots, right? So it's like robots do what they're told, right? They're programmed to come back at a certain time. There you go. And they're Gemini. See, they're Gemini. One is dark, one is light. So the programming going on in Gemini of time to come back. Time off. Four of Swords, which is just taking time off, basically, like letting it all go. Your thoughts can't touch you. I'll just turn him the right way up. Your thoughts are under and over, but they're not touching. And you're lying down and you're resting and you're relaxing. So it's just time off, basically. Stability in time off. Four, it's a Four of Swords, manifestation through taking the time off. That's how you bring it. You think it, you view it, you create it through your mind, then you take the time off, you relax, and then it arrives. Knight of Cups, which is romance, love coming along, something on its way, love-wise. And also celebrations, in a sense, because you can see him holding the cup high over his head, and even the horse is rearing up in a, like, way, here we go, let's have some fun, kind of a stance. So there we have that. It's like celebration on its way, love celebration. Wisdom, the Hermit, dark to light, coming into the light, coming out of the man cave. A long, it doesn't matter how long this man has been in that cave, coming to terms with whatever it is that has to be come to terms with. You see the light blasting out behind him as well. It's like he's coming out of there, like it or not, ready or not. Here he comes. Doesn't matter how old he gets, how slowly he's walking on his cane. He's still coming out of there at some point on his way back. And Four of Wands, which is homecoming, vibrational homecoming. So, and four again, manifestation, which is reality. So it's just like the home is the vibration, right? So the reality is the vibrational oneness. So that's what that is. So these two people who are connected through vibration is more important and more real, if you like, than anything that is physical in either their lives or themselves or their world, right? Because it's true. Vibration is true, and physical manifestation is just the process of vibration coming into form. So the truth is always vibration and never the form. The form is just a copycat, a result of the vibration, basically. They said copycat, which is a bit like Gemini. The Gemini, right? The programming. Geminis, their ego tries to replicate source. That's why they're so driven to kind of walk through life in a rational and organised manner, making sure that every box is ticked and every I is dotted and every T is crossed so that they can get where they want to go. It's very, very methodical, right, Gemini? So But it can't outwit Source because Source has a bigger plan. So at some point, Source comes in to the Gemini progress and just kind of sweeps it through some, like, woo, like sweeps it through that slalom course like that it didn't know it was going to go on. But then it comes out the other end like, well, that was all right. That felt all right after all. Because actually, yeah, letting go for a bit, which we're going to do, and then getting the result of that felt a lot easier than all that planning and positioning that we go through to get what we want. Next, process, the Hanged Man. Obviously, in process. Everything up in the air till the fat lady sings, till the end result. So yes, you can't see where it is from your ego, because the ego can't see it because it's vibration. So you get a glimpse now and again of what's going on, but you never get the full. It's not like sometimes people when I work, they think I'm Google. When I work as a psychic, it's not like that. Being psychic, you get flashes, right? You get little flashes, or you get things told to you in metaphor, is it? Like images and weird things that they show you to mean stuff. It's not like it's all just written down on a menu, like really easy to read. It's like little bits and pieces of stuff. So we can't see everything from our ego. We can only pick up bits and pieces of what we're going through, and understand it that way. And the further you go through your process, it's like as you go through your process, you might think for a while, well, I don't even know anymore because I've not had any information through as of yet from like my guides or higher self to give me any sign of like if I'm on the right track even, or if anything's coming back to me or what's going to happen next. And then all of a sudden from out of the blue, you get a little bit of information that lets you know where you're at. But it won't tell you the whole story ever, because it can't, because you would just be vibration again. You never know everything altogether. You just get little bits and pieces as you go along. You get the next piece of the puzzle arriving as you're getting nearer it, not from a distance, not always. They told me May a few weeks ago. They said May. I know I'm out of this house in May. But that's all I know. I don't know how I get there or where I'm going or what's happening, how that's going to occur. I just know May. So you get little bits and pieces, but you don't get the whole plan. Higher self, the high priestess. Completion in the world of love, trajectory in the Knight of Cups and what's coming to celebrate. Higher self knows all about it in the high priestess, which is fluid, which is a let go. You can't know everything, nor should you know everything, nor do you need to know everything. All you need to know is the next piece of the puzzle. All you need to do is let go. When you get the one thing, let go. So like they said to me, May, so my ego brain wants to keep, my monkey mind keeps wanting to say, it's got to be like this, it's got to be like that, I want to go here, I want to go there, how am I going to do this, what am I going to do about that, what about this? And my higher self is just leave it alone, because you're going to get there as you get there. And one thing keeps coming up after another, like you've got to do this now, you've got to do that now, you've got to do this now. And then the brakes come on and now you do nothing for a while, and then they'll say again, and then you do this now. And sometimes I don't know till the day before what I'm doing the next day. And today I didn't know till today what I was doing today, because I thought I was going to do something else today, but then I do this today. You know what I mean? So hands off, they're saying, particularly now. Underlying the end of the mind in the Ten of Swords. So the brakes are on the mind, basically. I'm just stripping off because I'm having a hot flash. Excuse me for half a second. Right. And ending around the mind. Ace of Wands, point of attraction, that's going right there in the middle, right, with Knight of Cups. So the point of attraction is when the love comes back. So that's about the relaxation. When you're doing absolutely nothing and you're out of your head, whatever way you get out of your head, even if it's just having a nap, that's when the magic happens. That's when everything comes to you that you've ever wanted or desired. That's when the truth comes in. That's when your life starts to match up to the truth that you feel about your life. So relaxation is key to everything that manifests into your physical life, not the other way around, not the hard work. There's a time and a place for work, but only when you're instructed to do so by your higher self. Ending mind, the masculine, the King of Pentacles. So it's an ending in the mind of the masculine. So as they've always said, the masculine, the destiny is that they come back, right? So they're programmed to come back they are programmed. That's just how it is. So at some point they down tools, they put away their agenda, and they come back. And they just go over to their phone or their laptop or their pad, and they pick it up and they do the deed. And they tap, 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 or dial, or whatever it is, and they come back. It's pre-programmed. Yeah, in timing, Wheel of Fortune. Let's go on there. Let go. So the let go that the feminine has, Six of Swords, which is letting go in the mind again. The let go that the feminine has is the coming back of the masculine. When the programming, when you're, it's like tinkering in the brain, right? Your higher self, your vibrational self, when they're getting into your head and they're tinkering around with your programming and they're saying it's time now, so they go in there and they like do a little bit of tinkering, right? They do it when you're sleeping or when you're relaxed. And I have to say, and I know some people might be judgmental, but I've got to say, also when you're out of your head anyway. I drank a bottle of wine the other week after not drinking wine for quite a long time. And I literally blacked out. And then after that, a few days later, I had the most amazing manifestation occur. And they'd even cleverly organised that because I was like, oh my God, finally I get it. Finally, I get it. Of course, it's when you absolutely, completely go out of your physical body and are not even in any way aware of being here, that's when it happens. So meditation, for example. So all that Buddhist chanting, it works basically. Those people that do that Buddhist chanting to get physical stuff, that's why it works. Because they go out of body. Right. Four of Wands and Page of Cups, which is love returning again on the vibrational self, on the two that are connected through the vibration. Let's go over here on the world, what you haven't got, or what you've been lacking, or that you've missed, or that is gone but not forgotten, that you daydream about, or that you've let go of but you did daydream about. More likely that at the end of your process is completion of that. So when it's fully let go of, it comes back. Feminine has to fully have let go of it. Maybe you fully let go of it at this relaxation, or maybe it's just the clarification that you fully let go of it because it's the Gemini face-off of the twins. So maybe that's the recognition, that is the programming that's like, okay, I'm fully let go of it. And then it can be like the masculine, right, then okay, I'll come back. See, from light to dark, and then the dark comes back and you're in the light. Love comes from love, which is the Eight of Cups on the High Priestess. So love, what comes, it's from feeling good, but how much, what's the most feeling good you can feel? What's if you run under anaesthetic or something when you don't even know you're here? Because you're back to just vibration for a little while. So that's the feeling good. When you're meditating, when you're sleeping, when you've had a glass of wine, or there's a few glasses of wine in that picture. I'm not telling anyone to, I'm just saying that's what I do. And then you achieve liberation from your physical beings. You've got no feet on the ground, right? The High Priestess, she's not here for a little while. Love comes from love. It's just full Cancer, full on submerged in feeling of feeling good. Healing, the Star, and again we've got the mind coming out. So what's trapped in the mind? What goes round and around in the mind in the Eight of Swords? Healing what's trapped in the mind. So the process going in and out, right, round and around and around. Process going, it just feels like it's going in a circle, right? Every moon comes along and you feel like this is the one, it's going to happen. And then it goes out again and it doesn't manifest. So we're healing that is trapped in the mind, basically. Setting it free. Process there. Trapped in the mind, healing it, process in the Hanged Man. Guided by vibrational self. So we should just say appears to be trapped in the mind. It's not, it's clearing the ego. It's a repetitive spiritual death. It's a repetitive giving up of what it is that you can't control. It's repetitively giving it up and giving up the pain that arrives when, again, it hasn't come back, which is what we call the purge, right? You think it's coming, you get high on that, it doesn't arrive, you get sad on that. Eventually you clear it all, so you're just the same all the time in relation to it. And you've let go of it because you have therefore no up and down in relation to it. So you're set free of it. When you're set free of it, it comes back. It's a guided process. It's let go. It's to let go of what it is to be human, whilst being human is spiritual death. Four of Swords, and we've got celebrating, and again, like relaxation, having fun, and what comes from having fun. So having fun before something's happened that you would have fun about brings the thing that you want to have fun about. We've got that there, relaxation and having fun. That's incoming. That's now what it brings about. Vibrational accuracy, love coming back, and the Hermit, manifestation, the Magician. So the Hermit manifesting, the masculine coming out of their man cave is manifesting post the relaxation and the letting go. That's what we've got. All right, so I hope you like the reading, and I hope you have a lovely weekend. And maybe that's not a coincidence either, that we're having a moon on a weekend, on a Sunday morning, which is perhaps the most relaxing point of the week, right? If you want to look at it from an egoic perspective, it would be a Sunday morning. Easy on a Sunday morning. They even have a song about it. Anyway, lots of love. Take care. See you next time.